Hello, and welcome to this week's PEI News. I'm Tilly Bayar. In this week's news roundup, Turkey has estimated the cost of its nuclear program at over $70 billion. Japan's Mitsubishi Heavy Industries is to provide the world's largest post-combustion carbon capture system for an enhanced oil recovery project in the U.S. In another world's largest story, China's plans for what would have been the biggest solar photovoltaic plant in the world have been cancelled, and a Japanese nuclear plant could be restarted after becoming the first to meet the nation's post-Fukushima safety regulations. A Turkish Parliamentary Energy Subcommission has estimated that the total cost of the country's nuclear power plant projects will exceed $70 billion by 2023. Turkey is developing its nuclear power capability in a bid to become more energy independent. The nation relies heavily on foreign energy resources such as natural gas and oil, which drive almost half of its electricity production and cost up to $60 billion per year. Head of the Energy Subcommission, Halil Mazicoglu, said Turkey's goal is to have 2 nuclear power plants operational and a third under construction by 2023. The addition of the third project will bring the total cost of the nation's nuclear program to over $70 billion, he said. In a bid to diversify its energy sources, the Turkish government is set to implement various laws aimed at restructuring its nuclear sector, including the creation of a Nuclear Energy General Directorate that will coordinate nuclear projects and prepare necessary infrastructure and programming. These laws are expected to be ratified by the Parliament during the upcoming legislative term. A 4-reactor nuclear power plant is currently planned for Turkey's Mediterranean coast, while there are also plans to build a second 4-reactor plant on the Black Sea coast with a French and Japanese consortium. A third project is expected to be constructed using Turkey's own domestic resources. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries has received an order for the world's largest post-combustion carbon dioxide capture system for an enhanced oil recovery project in the U.S. state of Texas. The project is primarily promoted by NRG Energy, an independent power producer, and Japan's JX Nippon Oil and Gas Exploration Corporation. The system will capture carbon dioxide from flue gas from an existing coal-fired power generation plant and will have a carbon capture capacity of 4,776 metric tons per day. The system is slated for completion in the fourth quarter of 2016. MHI received the carbon capture system order from Petronova CCS1, a special-purpose company owned by NRG, which is one of the firms implementing the Enhanced Oil Recovery Project through Mitsubishi Heavy Industries America. The project involves the separation and capture of carbon dioxide from flue gas emitted from one unit of a coal-fired plant located approximately 60 kilometers southwest of Houston, Texas, and injection of the carbon dioxide into the nearby West Ranch oil field to boost crude oil production. The system will consist of a flue gas quencher, absorber, and regeneration system, carbon dioxide compression unit, and utility facilities. It will have a carbon capture efficiency of 90%. The technology uses a proprietary high-performance solvent for carbon absorption and desorption that was jointly developed by Mitsubishi and Kansai Electric Power Company. Compared with other carbon capture technologies, the process uses significantly less energy, the companies claim. Plans for the world's largest solar photovoltaic project in China have been cancelled. Planned for construction near Ordos City, Inner Mongolia by the Chinese government and U.S.-based solar developer First Solar, the 2-gigawatt Ordos project has been taken off the table after over 4 years of negotiation failed to produce agreement on a price for its power, which would have been sold to China's grid. A spokesman for First Solar said the cancellation was due to the market environment. China and First Solar signed a memorandum of understanding in 2009, which included the potential for First Solar to open a manufacturing plant in Inner Mongolia. At the time, construction on the 30-megawatt first phase of the project was expected to begin in early 2010, with the second and third phases planned for 2014 and Phase 4 for 2019. The project was planned as part of an almost 12-gigawatt new energy industry demonstration zone in Ordos City, which would include solar, wind, hydroelectric, and biomass power sources. A Japanese nuclear power plant has become the first to meet the nation's post-Fukushima safety regulations. Kyushu Electric Power's 1.8-gigawatt Sendai plant, which features 2 pressurized water reactors, came online in the mid-1980s. Design upgrades and safety improvements made to the plant have now been deemed compliant with the more stringent post-Fukushima safety standards introduced in July of 2013. The National Nuclear Regulation Authority said today that new plant safety measures have been incorporated with lessons learned from Fukushima, and that the plant is now equipped to weather a major disaster without incurring a meltdown. Sendai could be the first plant to restart after all of Japan's 48 nuclear power plants were shut down for post-Fukushima repairs and safety checks, but the approval is only preliminary. Before the regulator issues a final decision on restarting the plant, a month-long public consultation will take place. Despite public opposition to a restart program, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has said the nuclear shutdown is bad for Japan's economy, and his government has approved an energy plan that includes nuclear power. That's all from us for this week. We'll see you again next time.